live from Sherman's YouTube channel. We're going to begin the marathon, the top 50 greatest MCs, the true 50 greatest MCs by Kool, a book that he wrote years ago, over 20 years ago. So we're going to get into number 33. We're going to resume with the countdown. He put Snoop Dogg as the 33rd greatest MC, the smoothest ever. Let's get into it. Creep with me as I crawl through the hood. Maniac lunatic, call him Snoop Eastwood. He can dust as I bust blank piece. And blanket police, you know I give a blanket by a cop. So why would you think that will stop plot? Yeah, that's what we're about to do. Take your blanket on a mission with the boys in blue. Dre, y'all got the feeling tonight's tonight. Like Betty was right, and I'm chilling, killing, feeling no remorse. Yeah, so let's go straight to the straight to the source. Right, and the East Coast dominance was officially over. Ice-T pioneered it, NWA exploded it, but Snoop Dogg was the first gangster rap superstar. With ultra smooth, laid-back delivery, Dr. J's Copeland G-Funk tracks, Snoop Dogg was an instant impact player. In 1992, the song Deep Cover was the title track to the film of the same name, featuring Dr. Dre and the young Snoop Dogg making his debut. For my money, Dre sounded like the professional. The public voted Snoop was the breakout star. The hype was incredible. For the first time in New York, the elitist hip-hop city at the time, cars and jeeps on the streets were bumping at West Coast artists. Hip-hop radio in New York was even hard to crack. Deep Cover broke those doors down. I, on the other hand, was told the first time I heard the term hater was right after I told somebody how whack I thought Snoop was. The fan quickly called me a hater and told me I was old school, not a touch. I went on to explain how Snoop wasn't lyrical, but his rhymes were novice-like and simplistic. And I explained how his profanity-laden lyrics were implemented to his present illusion of being hardcore in its place of substance. The fan looked at me and discussed that, whatever, I still like him. So now I'm saying to myself, I just recently missed the Kool mastery, what could I be missing without Snoop? Later that year, The Chronic comes out. Once again, every car, jeep, and hip-hop radio stations boomed it. I admitted that the music was hot, but I couldn't figure out what everybody liked, or I should say loved Snoop Dogg. I couldn't figure it out. He was too smooth to be a gangster rapper. He wasn't lyrical enough to be that classic MC. Finally, the next year, Doggy Style drops. The first single is Who Am I? And another instant hit. It's another instant hit that I'm not feeling. I gave up. I feared that this was just one MC not gonna feel wrong again. With so much drama in the LBC, it's kind of hard being Snoop Lee with the OG, but how? But I somehow, some way, keep coming with fucking, like every single day. May I like for the G's and make a few ends as I breeze through 2 in the morning. Parties until jump in because my mama ain't home. I got blink, get in until 6 in the morning. Then it hit me. Right after I heard Gin and Juice, I had a triple epiphany. First, Snoop is one of the smoothest, funkiest flowers in the game. Second, he's not a gangster rapper. He's a player, person that rhyme from a partying point of view. And that's what's gangster. Third, and most importantly, Snoop was an excellent songwriter. He and along with Dr. Dre figured out how to do what New York MCs were trying to figure out for about a decade, about how to make radio records by keeping the record street. Ever since Deep Cover, Snoop understood that the most important element to a song after the melody is the hook. New York's hip-hop approach was beats and rhymes. Snoop and Dre took over with melodies and hooks. Not only was Dre's music more melodious, Snoop's lyrical approach was flavor-filled, melodic rhyming. Snoop was able to do this without compromising who he was. This opened the doors for many of today's MCs to be able to express themselves in raw, uncensored, unabridged manner. Snoop by no means is the first raw rapper, but he is the first to achieve such a high level of success. Many people attribute this to Dre's musical mastery. And of course, Dre's contribution is unquestionable. I think Snoop's contribution is equally important. Songwriting and hook writing is a very underrated aspect of the MC's job description. Other than known by nature, Snoop Dogg might be the all-time crowd-pleasing sing-along hook maker. As he grew as an artist, his songs stayed up to par for the most part. He had a few missteps when he and Dre were working together due to business issues. However, his talent persevered. He made hits with Tupac, Nate Dogg, and Charlie Wilson, to name a few. Though many people felt the music missed Dre's managed to move To me, it proved Snoop's talent. His hooks were still on point. You might not realize how extensive and hot Snoop's body of work is until you go to a concert, start hearing all of those hits back to back. Because he's one of the few MCs that can turn the music down on almost every record, and the crowd will sing near the whole song. From 1992 to 2002, Snoop has been, without question, one of the most consistent hip hop artists in the game. His last album was once again well put together piece with collabs like Jay-Z, Redman, Charlie Wilson, and Pharrell. Their involvement is a testament to his respect in the game. He also has an appearance from the Lady of Rage, one of the tightest MCs in the game. That's a testament to his integrity. It's always cool to reach back for your peoples. In conclusion, I went from not respecting Snoop to him becoming one of my favorite MCs after listening to him for 10 years. I now see how much of a hip hop student he is. He's done remakes of tributes to Slick Rick's, Die Die, Biz Monkey's, Vapors, and he's made references and rhymes into the D-Nice and other old school artists. Snoop Dogg is both a student and master of this game. You gotta give him respect. Snoop Dogg is one of the greatest MCs. Strength of Snoop Dogg was melodic, smooth vocal tone, hook writing. Weakness through the content sometimes is just too simple. James B. Please, Doggy Style. His favorite LP from Come On D. Come On D felt that Snoop Dogg originality was 95. Not that he was so new. What he brought to the equation at the time was rhyme the way he rhymed. So the concept 70, for the most part, he's a party MC, and the concept is a party player. But still, Snoop is not really going to change up the game on to you too much. He's going to be consistent. He's about having a good time. Being laid back, smoking, drinking, partying. 60 vocabulary. Snoop is definitely a non-vocabulary MC, if that's is or even more. He keeps it real simple. He simplifies it. He's effective in simplicity. Substance 60. It's not about saving or changing the world. It's about having a good time partying. Thanks for 2 people tuning in. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Flow 85, even though his flow is not as intricate or technical as flows who change or fluctuate with cadence, he definitely is consistent with his flow, and his flow grabs you and makes you want to listen to his record. Flavor 100. Snoop is one of the most flavorful MCs out there. Just the way he brings it across is almost comical sometimes. 85 freestyle ability. From way back, even seeing him on Senior Hall before he was hot, had to him to do freestyle live. He came on the top of the head. Snoop is incredible on the freestyle side. Thanks for hitting the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Vocal presence, a 90. One of the most recognizable voices in the game. Without question, he's just one of those MCs whose voice people know immediately when they hear him. Though the high performance, 75. Because his energy is so laid back, sometimes people want to party harder because of all the hits that he has. When you see Snoop live, you would enjoy his presentation. Weighted value, 60. Not poetry, more about rhymes, more sophisticated rhymes. 95 body of work from deep cover all the way through. All the way through. Hits you every single time. Hits you every single time. The hot singles and hot records, very strong hooks. The body work is stellar. 90 industry impact. He gets a lot of accolades. He does MTV performances all over the place in the industry. One of those people that's an icon in hip hop, can't be overlooked. Social impact 7, because the gang associated the way they do West Coast MC, social impact usually takes more of a negative hit, but he still is an impact player. 100 longevity, 10 years without question. 1992 to 2002, Snoop has done it consistently with records almost every year. 60 lyrics. Snoop is not a lyricist, but he does tell the stories and brings his songs across in a way that's like making music as opposed to making rhymes. He approaches it from a songwriter's standpoint. Battle skills 70. Nobody even sees Snoop as a battler. Doesn't even mean he can't do it, but nobody battling Snoop. He said one time nobody steps up to him, challenge him because everybody loves Snoop. So we won't have any ballots because nobody is on the ballot. Total score 1,335. Average score 78.5. Right, so that's it. I'll be back at 1:30. So about the 32nd greatest MC according to Kool from this book that he did years ago, over 20 years ago. So that's it, man. Subscribe to the channel. Thanks for hitting the like button. Talk to you soon.